Welcome back, guys. So to kind of wrap things up from the last video, I wanted to get everything out on the table that I want to talk about in this video. And really going back to this practice of Nofap, it's really a big dynamic in the fact that it really is more of a tool, not just a lifestyle. And you don't need to make it so ingrained and so hard on yourselves to do this thing. Alright, because for a lot of people, for a lot of guys especially, it is. And it sucks at the same time. But like I said in the last video and what I talked about, what we are talking about is that life is suffering. There is a treasure in the cave that you're going into though, guys. And with that, like, just know that it is meant to be a tool. Keep it to the simple, most simple practice and capabilities of your own abilities. Within your own, within your own spectrum of what you know, educate yourself about it. Okay? Learn about the benefits. Learn about the benefits, but keep in mind that you still need to have something to live for. You need to still have a life. You still need to have something that will push you and drive you to becoming better and to getting to know yourself, knowing your likes, to know what you're passionate about. Right? I've been chugging this water all day. I mean, yeah, you want to get away from the screens. You want to get away from the pornography. It's all a farce. Looking back at it, you know, I mean, looking back at it over the years, after being on this, you know, going down this trail, going down this road of this practice, it's like, I mean, having real sex is not like that. It's not like that, what they portray on the screen, what they're making and filming for you, okay? And this will tie into the conversation as a whole, but like, you ever really wonder where they get the money to make this stuff? I mean, back then, it cost $80 fucking just to get a video, alright? A cassette or a DVD. You know, it makes you wonder, it makes you think, like, why? Why is it free? Why is it prominent and just everywhere? Okay, and I may have touched on that in one of my last videos as well, but it's something to think about, and just know that this is a tool. You don't want to be the person that says, help me, oh help me, I can't stop touching myself, I can't do this, I can't stop looking at this stuff. You have to realize that if you give up, you will get nowhere. I did it the old-fashioned blue-collar way. I just kept trying until I could go as many days as I could. Okay, I kept going until I wasn't desiring that stuff anymore. I stopped looking at it, okay? I'm just focused more on like, well, okay, I got this physical urge, I'm just going to go do it. But it's like, at the same time, just realize that you have to be committed to what you want to do with this. Okay, you have to be committed to using this tool for your future. Think about your future. And I've already talked about this in my last videos on Nofap, but you have to come to a point in your life where pornography and masturbation is no longer an option. Just state it as it is. And that is a reality of life. Okay? Stoicism. Book, Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. We'll go ahead and get into this next point. Okay? I'm going to just state it as it is. This had an introduction. Most books don't. I got a hardcover. Love my hardcovers for my library. It's one of the best investments you can get in a book. This example of the emperor, and I feel like this sums up part of Stoicism, because there's more. But as a Roman emperor, in this culture, you had absolute power. Okay? And Marcus Aurelius chose to abstain from sexual favors with female slaves. female servants that help clean, take care of him and his family, and run the household. Okay? When I had read that in this special introduction of meditations, I was kind of blown away, and like the mere thought of it didn't really occur to me, but then it made a lot of sense because of how things were. A man of absolute power does not fornicate and play around with his maids, with his female servants. Okay, and it was weird because this man, these emperors could be married. Maybe they could have a couple more wives. I'm not too clear on the culture, but you know, as a generalization, like, have a wife, have many children, have a family, and still get away with this kind of, I want to say abuse of power, but Marcus chose not to do that. He chose to abstain from that, and to endure and to be true, to show value in this morale. And to me, I really think that's one of the things that Stoicism starts to show. And Stoicism starts to show us, you know. As for the realities of life, just, you know, it ties into that. It ties into Stoicism. And in Stoicism, know that one day you are going to die. You will cease to exist. So then I want to give you an answer with a question. What are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with it for this time that we have on earth? Okay, realities of life. Know that doing things on your own is hard. Life is hard, man. Life is hard. That's all I got to tell you. It's filled with stress, depression, anxiety. We have all these things. People that are negative, angry, frustrated. You know, one of the things that I've noticed and that I've had throughout my life, and this probably has happened to you too, you may be able to relate, but look, it's the fact that there are going to be people that are just going to hate on you just to hate on you. And haters gonna hate, I don't really think that's the phrase. I think it's the fact that they don't like you because they're too insecure to admit that, wow, you know, this guy or this woman is doing a really great job with their life. I wish I could do something like that. The cure to it is that they can. They just have to quit doing what they're doing with their life right now that's taking them nowhere. See, everybody's doing all these things that it's a part of a herd mentality, and they're deceived by that, you know? They think that this is what's going to complete their life when it doesn't. And I'm being vague, of course, but people are just going to find an excuse to be angry at you or to be jealous or to envy you because you're doing just a little bit better than they are. And I am by no means perfect. There's a lot of people that I look up to that are doing way better in my life. Okay, like, I mean, I got family members that work at better jobs than where I work at and make more money than what I make. You know, I'm content though with where I'm at, with where I'm going, with who I'm growing into as. Okay? And that's just going to be a reality of life, is that not everybody's going to be on your side. People are not going to like you. People don't like me, okay? People don't like me. People don't like my channel. That's fine. People aren't going to like me, what I'm talking about. They're not going to like me talking. They're going to think that I'm full of shit. You know? And that's just the truth. That's the reality of life. But the most important factor, the few who do look up to you, who think that you have value, who know that you have value, that you are a valuable person, and that support you. You need support, guys. And it's probably only going to be a few people, maybe a few family members. We don't get to choose our families, so our families can be either our best assets or our worst enemies. And that's a reality of life. But know that the few people that do want you to be more, to grow, they are going to push you in the right direction, or they're going to be there to give you the helping hand. They're going to be a great asset to you. Man, you need some money? Hey, you need a place to stay? Here's my couch. Okay? Keep them in your life. Don't neglect them. Be there for them. And in return, they're going to do the same for you, plus more. And you'll start to see yourself grow. You'll get to where you're going to get to. You got to make do with what you got to make do with. Between finances, your job, your occupation, what you're doing, where you're going in life, your physical and mental wellness, those are realities of life. You got to make do with what you got and then create. Make something for yourself. Last point. My regrets. I didn't get to... I want to tie this up. You know, my regrets are not working when I was younger in high school. And at least making money and saving a little bit of it when I was younger. You know, 17, 18 years old. And this is a message to you young folks. Guys that are 18, 19 watching this, that are getting their first jobs out of high school or during high school. Listen to me, please. Save money. Put it in a separate account where you're going to save it and don't touch it. Don't touch it. Learn to accumulate money. You won't regret it. Use it as an insurance policy. I wish I had that. I wish I had that. That is one of my regrets in life. The other one, number 2, not starting this channel soon enough. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys.